Now, what's trending? Fueled by Columbia Heating and Cooling, raising your expectations of comfort.
Online at 1059thebrew.com. We got a lot of good stuff like the Donkey Show podcast, the show after the show.
Yeah.
Unedited, uncensored. It's just us babbling about stuff that we weren't allowed to talk about on the air.
Very risque.
Sometimes we didn't get to it, or a lot of times there's like stuff I'd like to play unedited.
Yeah, right.
Like yesterday, we played that clip of Chad Kroger, whatever. Technically,
How
it's
did he
Kruger.
how
like
did he
how
become
you've-
tomato?
I don't know.
I know.
It got in my head.
I also like how you've adopted his new name.
I know, I've called him Kroger my whole life. But
Yeah, and Kroger, he shall stay.
We need to get him on the phone.
recently, like a couple years ago, he said it's actually Kruger, and all of a sudden it's stuck in my head now. So anyway, somebody just bumped into him at a bar or a casino in Vegas and demanded that he sing when he was all hammered. It's just a
Yeah.
funny video.
On-demand
And
karaoke,
he
so
did
it's
it
nice.
too.
Go check that out at 1059thebrew.com. You can also check out just the random videos we posted. Like, what was that one you posted yesterday, Laura?
Oh gosh, I just don't know. I've posted so many.
And I had it up, and then we're having a lot of tech issues today. And
Well, that's just because your fat fingers, though.
why do you always
You're
gotta
like,
blame
you
my
can't bring up my fat fingers 2 days in a
Yeah,
row.
that was yesterday's problem.
My God, these links aren't that aggressive.
The apartment with its own jail cell.
That's right.
what it
That's right. I do have a bid in on the place.
Go check all that out.
$950,000, I believe. Right?
No,
It's just
all right.
under a milli.
Looks like I was denied on my bid then.
1059thebrew.com. Click on Tanner, Drew, and Laura. All right, coming up next, another keyword that could be your keyword for your shot at $1,000 in cash money. Help you pay off some bills, man.
Yeah.
You know, I know payday's today and tomorrow for a lot of people, but
Yeah.
some of that money's already gone for a lot of us.
All of it.
So another 1,000 coming up right after Pearl Jam on the Brew. Don't forget, we got tickets to the Rolling Stones coming up here in about 20 minutes. Let's check some talkback messages.
Good morning, Brew Crew. I bet that whole group that chipped in on the winning lottery ticket, I bet they only used the friends' money from Vancouver to buy the tickets, and they didn't pitch in anything. They're just getting free half of the pot there. It's kind of like when you go to Vegas, friend says, put 20 on black, and you come back and say, sorry, we lost, but you just pocketed $20. Just saying.
Yeah, but the difference here is they're taking home $420-something million.
$22 million bucks.
Talk about glass half empty. It's like two friends split it. I bet it didn't even bet their money.
Yeah, at this point, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They all are so rich.
Yeah, what's $100 in the
But-
grand scheme of things?
Yeah, they paid the piper.
We are getting a few texts and messages from people. We've gotten a few in the last day that they say, hey, that caller of yours lied about the winner's name starting with an M. So much for Matt, Mark, or Mike as the Powerball winner. Dude's name ended up being Chang.
Yeah.
They call him Charlie.
Charlie, yeah.
But what's great about this guy is that obviously he won $422 million. But, you know, he's been suffering from cancer. His last cancer treatment was just last week. He had chemotherapy treatment just last week.
And it's
So
been
he-
8 years. So you know he's in the hole for some of those medical bills.
So
for
this
sure.
money, I mean, it's literally a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get the best care. And imagine that, doing your last chemo, which would mean he's on his way up and out of it. Hopefully it's his final one. I don't know if it's just the last time he's done it, but to know you have multiple hundreds of millions and you're dealing with the health thing, it just shows that
Yeah.
cash can buy most things.
And did you see him yesterday during the press conference? He was wearing like a sash. He
Oh,
had a sash
really?
around his neck and everything.
I mean,
I
why
would
not,
too if I
you
just
know?
won $422 million. But
Yeah.
he said yesterday during the press conference that he and his 37-year-old wife are taking half the money and the rest is going to a friend.
Which I think is nice because
She lives in Milwaukee.
too many times I think you hear of this type of thing happening and like a fight erupts where it's like, well, I mean, I'm the one who actually went in and bought the ticket, so I don't think you deserve exactly half. And it sounds like it's just going to be split down the middle and everyone's going to stay friends and it's all going to be Gucci.
It
So
shows
that's-
that when people are like, hey, who wants to go in on a ticket pool? You got to be careful who's in your pool.
Yeah.
Because if they're not like these people,
Could be a big mess.
what's
Right.
going to happen?
Yeah, it'd be a huge nightmare. We've seen that before. That's happened where people at work won and then, you know, there was
They're like, nah.
there was a fight.
These are my other
lawsuits
tickets,
and-
not the ones from the pool. These are my other tickets I want.
I feel like in most situations, if people at work win, in most situations, somebody's going to get sued.
yeah,
You're right.
I just feel like when there's like, you know,
Too many
4,
hands
5,
in the
6
pot.
plus people. Yeah, there's too many
There's
hands in the
gonna
pot.
be a
People get greedy.
disagreement. Yeah. It still blows my mind that the lump sum is $422 million. Each of them are taking home just over $210 million out of $1.3 billion. Like,
Yeah,
doesn't that
right.
seem
Yeah.
so low?
And yesterday during the press conference, he even said, quote, we're billionaires. No, you're not.
Really.
You're not even halfway there.
Far from it. But
Yeah.
I mean, still nothing to
the number
scoff
on the page
at. But
said yes, but we all know the math doesn't.
Right.
It's
doesn't work to
insane how much they take out in taxes. But congratulations to Charlie Chang. It's not Michael. It's not Matt. It's not Mark. It's Chang.
well, it's
So far from.
so close.
Love to
yet
be him
so
today.
far.
Where the hell was that one guy? What was he talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, his name's Mark. Trust me.
So I want to hear more about the process of the ticket, right? Because we know where he got it, but like, did anything happen? Like, because I'd be running it through my head. Did I go back to my car because I forgot my actual cash in the ashtray? And that changed when you actually got the ticket
yeah.
and made you win the money. Everything about that day I would relive. And I might even say it out loud into a recorder just to always remember that like
Yeah.
it was those steps that led to my 400 million. Whoever bought
Well-
the ticket should get a little extra pat on the back.
They must have all been quick picks too, because if the one friend put in $100, they must have at least put in $100. So that's a lot of that's quite a few tickets
Yeah.
they ended up purchasing.
Gotta
So
be
I'm
quick pick.
I'm sure they just were coming off the machine like receipts.
Hotcakes.
We have a couple of text messages on our Lazy Boy text line. People chiming in about the last segment. We were earlier talking about KFC and their new perfume. It's a KFC perfume, believe it or not. And
Yeah.
Terrible, terrible idea.
Yeah. What does it smell like again? It
It
smells,
smells like barbecue, like
barbecue.
mesquite, like smoky.
So-
Smoky.
It doesn't
goodness.
smell. What it should smell like is like when you walk into a KFC. That smell.
Right.
Yeah.
That delicious smell. But no, it's like a barbecue.
You should instantly go into finger licking good mode and start gobbling your knuckles. It should be so original recipe.
Like, get your hands out of your mouth,
Oh,
Steve.
sorry. Oh,
Fat-
it smells delicious.
Fat Thor said there's already a KFC scent out there, and it's called sweaty obesity.
That's
Hey, nice.
So-
Not too far.
out of control.
So he would know because
Yeah,
I
he,
mean-
that guy
say-
sweats like a
He
madman.
probably wrote that while eating a bucket.
I was with him on Saturday at the Mini Kiss concert at A-Line A.
Yeah.
Was he sweating?
He was sweating profusely. He like ran to go get the lead singer of Mini Kiss a Mountain Dew. I remember where we talked about that yesterday
We talked about it on the show.
on the actual show.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he ran to go get him a Mountain Dew because he's pretty much like a roadie for this guy.
Yeah.
And when he came back, he looked like he jumped into the shower and hopped out. He
Well,
was,
he was
so
going
sweaty.
fast.
And that's got to
Well,
be
fast for
tough.
Thor.
Like once you sweat at that level in public, it's tough to come back from it.
Yeah.
Let's check a couple of talkback messages real fast.
Hey guys, Nick in Portland here. I used to run the lottery pool for when I got over 500 million at a previous job. But I always copied all the lottery tickets and I gave copies to everyone in the pool because I used to run my own tickets too, and I didn't want to have that kind of mess.
That's a good
That's
idea. Like
smart.
copy
Yeah.
everything before and make sure you've got all your I's dotted, your
Ducks
T's
in a
crossed.
row.
It's
yeah.
so true because you wouldn't be able to bet on your own and get away with it if you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're like, oh, well, my wife picked up a couple of tickets. Well, sure she did until we have proof because then the office is going to want a little taste.
Well, congratulations to Chang. Get the full story on the Powerball winner online at 1059 The Brit. All right, this hour's keyword for your shot at $1,000 from the Cash Karen. The Cash Karen.
Karen.
I want to say it like
Ray.
Ray Liotta did. The keyword is check. So go to 1059thebrew.com right now. As soon as you get there, a box will pop up. Type in the keyword check, and then just keep an eye on your cell phone because we could call you back in minutes with the cash. All right, Drew's got sports coming up next. What do you have?
It's a good year for Jason Kelsey. We'll tell you why it's gotten even better.
That's coming up right after Tom Petty at 7:24.
One, two, three. And now, Drew's Sports.
Damn it, you gotta catch that ball.
Here's Drew.
Well, it was down to the wire for at least one team last night, even though the Celtics went ahead and threw the Heat on the ropes, now up 3-1. Also, the Thunder closed the door on the Pelicans. Their season is officially over. They can start booking those all-inclusive trips. And the Lakers were up against it with Joker and the Nuggets. Now, it was crazy because Jamal Murray wasn't supposed to play in this game, had an injured calf. But he begged management to let him play, and the powers that be listened to him. Good thing, because he had a chance to deliver the dagger on LeBron.
Jokic a screen, Murray to try to break the tie.
No timeout by the Lakers. I gotta go.
James, a bump, a feed, a Prince shot. No! Zeros on the clock. The Nuggets advance. They have won, and the defense of their championship title is alive and well.
And it leaves a question as LeBron and Anthony Davis pack their bags. Will it be the last time you see him in a Lakers jersey? Well, he wouldn't answer the question afterwards in the press conference about whether A, he will play in the NBA next year. He's been in the league for like 21 years. And B, will he be a Laker? Remember, his son right now is eligible for the draft. Anything could happen. It's nice. It's nice to be a Kelsey brother. Not only did Travis Kelsey net himself $34 million over the course of 2 years. He's also got a brother, Jason, who is now going to be seen on Monday Night Football pregame, straight out of the NFL and into the prime slot. He's got a good personality. He's got a big name. It could work out for him long term. Those brothers have it good. There's your sports.
All right, coming up next, we're going to play Tanner, Drew, and Laura's Battle Horn for your chance at tickets to see the Rolling Stones at Lumen Field here in about 2 weeks. It's going to be a good show, and who knows, it could be the last Stones tour ever. I mean, yeah, you don't know with these guys. They're
Could
80
be the
down on it. 80
It could
years
be the
old.
last night of their lives. You never know.
Hey.
Not
damn,
trying
Laura.
not trying to wish that.
Damn.
I'm just saying it could happen.
Let's see, callers 10 and 11. You need to be in your truck right now, so we're looking for semi-truckers this morning, right?
Yes.
If you're driving truck this morning and you're behind the wheel right now,
Got a big rig.
call us 866-445-1059. We're going to see how loud your horn is compared to the other guy.
Yep.
That's
All right.
right. It's horn off.
And we'll do that right after Guns N' Roses. It's
Don't like it.
Tanner, Drew, and Laura on the Brew. Don't forget, we are streaming video in real time at 1059thebrew.com. If you want to see the show as it happens, just check out the SpyCam.
Yeah.
And we apologize for our faces in advance. It's all I got.
It's early, okay? It's not our fault.
All right, we've got some tickets to go see the Rolling Stones all this week. And listen, these are not the greatest seats.
They're like the worst seats in the house.
We're just gonna admit it right here from the get-go. These are not the best seats. Recently, we did give away like front row seats, tickets that were really, really close to the stage. This time, these are bleeders. These are nosebleeders, but at least you'll be in to the Rolling Stones concert at Lumen Field coming up on the 15th next month.
That's right.
Beefwater, you've sat in the bleeders before.
Almost every time.
All the time.
Exclusively my spot.
And sometimes those are the people who know how to party. They appreciate it more, I feel like.
Yeah, because you're fighting for your life up there. Like
like Blazer games up there on the bleeders is a lot of fun.
Because they're the ones, not that other people don't earn it, but they grind for it. If you put blood, sweat, and tears into the last dollar you're spending to go to this show, you're not going to sit there on your phone. You're going to get up and you're going to cheer on every song that the Stones sing.
Yeah, and you're in the house. You're just glad to be there, right?
Right, and I'm not trying to poo-poo shows like big stadium shows like this, but it's like if you're anywhere other than like the floor, you're still far away. You're still watching the show on the Jumbotron anyway.
Mm-hmm. So and they've got serious Trons though. Those things are big.
You are going to be able to see just as well as anybody else, I think. So,
that's right. Yeah. Even if you don't have a cataract, you're going to feel like you do.
All right. So let's hook you up with some tickets to go see the Stones with the fun game of Tanner, Drew, and Laura's Battle Horn. All right, this morning we're going with truckers. 2 people driving truck this morning. Are gonna go head to head and see how loud their horns are, and the person with the loudest horn obviously will get the tickets this morning.
Yeah.
Let's go to line 1. It is Rick in Tualatin. Good morning, Rick.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Big Rick. What up, dude?
Oh, just dropping stuff off here and there.
Yeah? What kind of truck do you drive?
Oh, it's a flatbed.
A flatbed. All right.
What are you dropping off?
Oh, it's building materials.
Okay. It's very important.
He's a deep dude.
Yeah, very deep. All right, dude. Well, let's meet your opponent and see if she has a louder horn.
What's up?
Her name is Denny, calling from Portland. Good morning, Denny.
Good morning.
Is it fair to say you don't see a lot of female truckers?
Not a lot, no.
And how long you been driving truck?
18 years.
Wow. Doing it a long time.
That's a long game.
She's a veteran.
And what do you say to the people who say women can't drive truck or shouldn't? What do you say to them?
I'll drive them any day.
What'd she say?
Something about, I don't know.
I think that was truck talk for I got them over.
I got this.
Screw them.
Yeah. What is she hauling?
I haul concrete.
Ooh, a concrete mixer.
Heavy.
Those are always my favorite trucks as a kid. I thought they were very cool.
I always wanted to pull a lever to make it spin.
Well, I think they always have to spin because you don't want the
Unless there's
concrete to get
nothing in it.
If the
Well, that's
goods are in
true.
it.
Yeah.
I'll spin an empty too. I don't care.
Now, the switch to flip that thing to make it spin, is it inside or is it outside? Is it in the cab?
There's one inside and one outside.
Okay.
You could also hit the button that makes the thing start pouring.
Oh, yeah.
Start goop scooping.
Yeah.
Have you ever poured concrete on somebody just because they were being a jerk?
No, but I wanted to.
Yeah, I bet.
They're in prime position to get rocked.
We could probably make that happen at a bacon and beer sometime.
Yeah.
When the concrete mixer pulled up at my house, it cracked my driveway.
Ooh.
That's how heavy they are.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see who's got the louder horn. Let's go to Rick in Tualatin driving the Freightliner flatbed this morning. Rick, I got the VU meter up. Go ahead, pull that horn. Let's see how loud it is.
Okay.
I came up to 16.
It's pretty beast.
That's pretty
on the VU meter.
beefy horn.
Need a lot of concrete to beat that.
All right, Denny in Portland driving the cement mixer. Let's hear that horn. Go ahead and pull it.
All right.
Oh, man.
Boy, I was going to say that is
I want to say that one.
That was like a sliver.
Close,
or like a little, just a little, like, what is it? A little,
I think it was A little skosh.
I think around the
Skosh higher, yeah.
More?
Should we do it one more time?
I think we should horn
Okay,
again.
one more time.
Rehorn.
We're getting horny this morning.
Yes, rehorn.
Let's have Rick and Tualatin go ahead and pull that horn one more time.
Oh, that one wasn't as loud, I think.
Yeah.
And
One pump.
Denny in Portland.
One pump jump, you know what they say.
Yeah,
I think
it's.
it
I
goes
think
to
it's
Are we
Denny.
getting
Denny.
the grand slam over at Denny's?
Congratulations, Denny. You got the louder horn this morning by just a skosh.
Skosh.
Just a little
Just a
skosh.
hair.
Awesome. Thank you.
You just got tickets to go see the Rolling Stones in Seattle on May 15th.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hang on the phone.
Woo, woo.
We'll get your information. We've got another pair of tickets coming up tomorrow, of course, and you got another shot at 1059thebrew.com.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff, right, Beefwater?
That's right. I'm just thinking about how much fun she's going to have getting buzzed in that thin air she'll be sitting in.
Oh, yeah.
Way up there.
A little
Way up there.
altitude buzz, my favorite.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
It's
Well, and
only
also-
free buzz you're going to get that day.
Right. You know what? The drinks are expensive.
You
At
get drunk
Lumen
quicker,
Field,
though,
so
right?
exactly.
Anybody else's eyeballs feel like they're about to pop?
You get up there front of it, feels like you're in Denver.
All this week, tickets to the Rolling Stones, but we admit they're not the best seats. They are the worst seats in the house, but at least you'll be in. Bleeder tickets all week. We'll have another pair tomorrow.
Brought to you by Hulu Plus Live TV. Switch today to watch over 95 live channels. Now, here's Laura.
Well, this is kind of cool if it works. Spray painting drones are being tested to remove graffiti in the state of Washington. The State Department of Transportation is running a pilot program in Tacoma and Olympia with drones that can paint over graffiti in hard-to-reach places, overpasses, bridges, and walls, things like that. The drones have a tube that connects to a paint supply on the ground. They're currently being trained. Washington Department of Transportation employees are being trained as drone operators, and the tests are being done in construction zones at the moment where the lanes are already closed because these drones cannot be flown over moving traffic. But if the tests are successful, the program could be expanded next year to other areas, and boy, do we need it.
Yeah.
So maybe we could make that happen here in
they
the
got to
Portland
move quick,
Metro.
though, because that graffiti moves quick. You know, they get it off, and then like 2 days later, it's back.
Yeah, it would be nice to just on signs of the overpasses and things of that nature. If they could even use it like a power washer to get some of it off those, but we'll see.
I think that says stop, but it looks like an 8-ball instead.
Right, exactly.
Can't we make the punishment for getting caught spray painting that you have to do like X number hours of
taking it
painting
off? Yeah.
over it? Like that should be the punishment.
That's a good idea. 3 people, and we've talked about this a bit this morning, are claiming the $1.3 billion Powerball jackpot ticket that was sold here in Portland. Sheng Seifan and his wife are splitting half the jackpot with a friend. They took the lump sum, so after taxes, they divided $422 million. Cheng has been battling cancer for 6 years. He's been on disability. He immigrated to the United States in 1994 and worked as a machinist making aircraft parts before getting cancer. But the first thing he and his wife plan to do is pay for medical care and buy a house.
Pretty far from
exciting.
Michael or Mark or
or Matt.
Or Matt, the name that caller said. I'm pretty sure the person works with somebody I know, and then it starts with an M.
Wrong.
So far from the truth.
That guy got the American dream, though. You immigrated to the United States. You worked your ass off. That probably is what got you sick, and then you got hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, so congrats to him and his family. And finally, you may have heard about this. I think the news broke about this last week, but just 2 years after opening, the sports bra has announced plans to go nationwide through a franchise model. They opened just in 2022 in Northeast Portland with a mission to make great food, delicious drinks, and provide a space that supports, empowers, and promotes girls and women in sports and in the community. The expansion is going to be boosted by funding from a foundation created by the co-founder of Reddit.
Big money.
Who she is also married to tennis legend Serena Williams. So this is a pretty big deal. The owner of Sports Bra, Jenny Nguyen, said she already has she's already received hundreds of inquiries.
And you said she was married to Serena Williams. I think Serena Williams is married to a dude.
Alexis Ohanian. So maybe Alexis is a dude?
Could be, but she definitely has a husband and a kid.
Maybe it is. Now I'm just a jerk who thinks this man is a woman. Hold on, Alexis.
Why? Because she's good at tennis? I'm just playing with you. Either way, Alexis something.
Oh, yeah, totally a man. Sorry, Alexis.
Wow.
But
I mean, how many guys do you know named Alexis?
That's true.
It's rare. I know I've seen that, but it's rare.
It made sense, right? The whole sports bra thing.
Yeah,
but
it
yeah,
did.
definitely a dude. Sorry
I was
about
over here
that.
thinking,
Either
like,
way-
wow, I didn't know she was married to a chick.
Nope, she's not. She is absolutely not. But yeah, so that's going to be awesome. Over 100 inquiries already. So they're going to be like the next Applebee's
Bing
of
bong.
women's sports. So congrats.
Eating good in the neighborhood.
Yeah, more on those stories, 1059thebrew.com.
This has been Jumping to Conclusions with Laura.
Yeah. Coming up next, another keyword that could be your keyword at $1,000 in cash from the Cash Karen. What would you spend that on? A vacation? Maybe some bills? You're going to have a chance coming up right after the Chili Peppers. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura on The Brew. Have you ever tried to fix something only to make it worse?
Like every relationship I've ever been in.
Oh, I meant like a thing, but okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess
bad.
you slid right in a lane that worked.
866-445-1059. Yeah, I've definitely I can fix this. Or I start to take it apart, and then I don't know how to put it back together, or it's
Yeah.
just the job is bigger than I thought it'd be. It's happened so many times. But it happened to you recently, Drew.
Yeah, over the weekend, I was fixing my. I bought a couple of flapper kits, which are the back of your toilet. You know, when you need to, when that little buoy that's back there, that as water comes in, it rises up and then stops when your toilet's full.
Yeah, because your toilet's been acting funny, right?
Yeah, so one of them went all the way out, and the other one, no joke, was taking about 5 full minutes to fill with that hissing sound. That.
Yeah, and that sound starts to drive you crazy after a while.
And other people in the house are like, your toilet's running. And half the time it would be still running too. Like they were broken. So I needed to fix 2. I went downstairs. I fixed the one downstairs in a very Bob Vila type way.
Yeah.
I felt like Al Borland or something. I dialed that one in. So then I go upstairs. Same mission. And I start to unscrew that little kit off of the toilet after I turn the water off.
Is it the same model of toilet, first
Everything
of all?
is the same,
Okay.
but I've got the newfangled Corky complete flapper kits.
Got it.
And yeah, the flapper kit, I knew a girl in college, not the same.
Okay.
So
I
when
called her the flapper, but it was a different
big
thing.
flapper. So everything was fine when I'm undoing the screw underneath the toilet into the tank, it won't come off. Like it's been on there so long that it's kind of like locked tight. So I grabbed a pair of pliers, reached into the tank, and then tried to screw it off. Well, in that process, fully torqued, the pliers slipped.
You stripped the screw?
No, my hand slid across, and I broke off that white tower that sits in the middle that the water pours through.
Oh,
I
yeah.
snapped it right in half.
Yeah.
I don't know how a karate chops something that quickly, but it just comes off. When that comes off, you're no longer just putting in a new pump. You now have to take the toilet apart. Like you have to get in and remove the bolts and take the whole top of the toilet off and replace everything from the ground up that's not made of porcelain. And so
That sucks.
I went from having 5 minutes away from finished to rolling up the sleeves. And my wife's not home, so it's me and an infant who's laying on the ground in there with me. And I'm like, oh my God. I added 2.5 hours. I had to take off the toilet, go back, get full kits with the rubber underside. I didn't even know how to take off a toilet, let alone put one back on. I know now.
I was just going to say that, but you do now.
I've seen people do it. It doesn't seem like it's that hard. It just seems like there's a lot of physical labor, a lot of work.
A lot of stuff coming off and then putting on, then making sure the seals are right.
Right.
And, once you start emptying things out, other seals, when you take those screws off, start to fall apart. And so you have to go get new washers and new little rubber pieces. It just kept going.
This could have been just a 2 or 3 minute job.
Yeah, and I told Amy, don't go to the store while I'm fixing a toilet. Like, I have to either watch the baby or do the toilet. I'm blaming myself.
Oh, what, now it's her fault?
25%. I'll take 75% of the blame. But I just couldn't believe it snapped right off. What kind of...
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, guys. The new kit, it could cut a loaf of bread in half. You get a tummy ache at my house? No worries.
And it fills back up
I
in
will
15 seconds.
Just torque that bad boy out of there.
Yeah, but you got the toilet all put back together and everything.
Yeah,
and
so it's sexy now, but I was supposed to be slothing. I was supposed to be rolling some screen time.
Yeah.
it sucks when you just try to fix something and you cause a bigger problem than
worse.
you had.
Damn.
When did you try to fix something and then make it worse? 866-445-1059 is the phone number. Beefwater, I sense that you've done this before.
Yeah, I just did I fixed my tank like the weekend before he fixed his. My toilet was doing the same thing, just taking 27 days to refill.
And it's got to even though it's your own toilet, it's still a toilet.
Above the tank doesn't bother me. That's just water and
I guess
parts,
that's not
you know
too
what I mean?
bad.
There's
yeah.
nothing.
So you're not having to
skanky
take it
touching
off the wall.
No.
Or anything like that, right?
But I was running into gray water because those little bolts were giving way and rusting.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
I've been in a situation where I had to deal with some funky stuff, and this is a I'll try to make this quick. So one night my doorbell rings, right? I'm hanging out. It's my neighbor across the street and over a house. Just kind of wave when he goes to the mailbox kind of thing. Don't really know him. And he's like, hey, strange question. I go, yeah. He goes, you think you could help me get my toilet off? I'm like, wow, I mean, I guess what's going on over there? And he's like, I can't, the bolts are rusted and I can't get it and I don't have the tools for it. And so I go, all right, well, let me grab a couple things and I'll see you over there.
Now,
So-
I would think, okay, well, he's asking me, then I would assume that he's cleaned up.
Yeah.
That the thing's been wiped down.
And that was fine, but you're still dealing with the stranger's toilet. And
Right.
that in
Yeah,
itself
that's
is no matter
gross.
how clean or dirty it is, it's still somebody else's toilet.
Yeah,
Right.
stuff's going on.
So I get my saws all over there, and we cut the bolts off. He had everything and was able to.
Did he
take
wipe
care
it
of
down? Was it a wipe down toilet?
Yeah,
at
everything.
first?
Everything was good. He was embarrassed to come and ask me for
Right.
help, but he was stuck. He had to get it done because he was leaving in the morning. There was going to be people at his house, whatever.
Right.
And so job gets done, and I go, man, I got to ask you a question. What made you ring my doorbell? And he goes, I don't know, man. You're just always out there working on stuff, and I just thought you'd have the tools and you could get it done.
Well,
and you did.
and he was right.
Yeah, and he's just been super cool to me ever since. Honks and waves when he drives by.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Shout out to Mark.
I feel like he owes you a toilet repair.
Yeah.
If
You
you
should have
ever.
It was
seen the
just
guy
so random.
fishing turds out of that thing before he came and rang your bell.
It's like, why is there a double decker in here, bruh?
Yeah.
I just imagine him like walking across the street going, all right, how do I position this question? Like,
Yeah.
I'm desperate. What do I do?
Yeah. Desperate times.
98197 is our lazy boy text line. When did you try to fix something and you just made it worse? We are getting talkback messages through the iHeartRadio app. Download it for your cell phone today.
Hey guys, I was working on the motorcycle changing tires and I was almost done. I was putting on the back tire and I broken a stud that holds the axle on. I was so mad I started throwing tools, but I got it fixed that night and I was riding that morning.
Nice. All right, more of your calls and talkbacks coming. All right, $1,000 could be yours to help pay off some bills, get some groceries, or just go to the weed shop and let it rain. Whatever you want to do, it's your cash.
Absolutely.
The keyword is green, so log on to 1059thebrew.com right now. Enter the keyword green, and we could call you back within a few minutes with the cash. Drew's got sports coming up next. What do you have?
Eliminations last night in the NBA playoffs and a triple header tonight.
That is coming up on the other side of Skinnerd. Happy Tuesday. It's Portland's Rock Station, 1059 The Brew. Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
One, two, three.
And now, Brew Sports.
Damn it, you gotta catch that ball.
Here's Drew.
After yesterday's NBA playoff games, the Heat one game away from elimination against the Celtics, and it was after that, it was packing bags all night long. It felt like a trip to the Holiday Inn as the Pelicans were swept out by the Thunder, and Oklahoma City, while they were the 1 seed, have now put everyone on notice that this is no fluke, that one of the youngest rosters in all of the league is red hot and rolling. Now, will they get past a team like the Nuggets? Well, the Nuggets first had to get past LeBron and the Lakers. The game tied at 106 with just seconds left when Jamal Murray got the ball in his hands.
Difference of 2 seconds, the game clock and the shot clock.
Worst case scenario, we're going to overtime.
Jokic a screen, Murray to try to break the tie.
No timeout by the Lakers. I got to go.
James, a bump, a feed, a Prince shot. No! Zeros on the clock. The Nuggets advance. They have won. And the defense of their championship title is alive and well.
Now, that title will have to go through a place like Oklahoma City because they are the 1 seed. But LeBron was the talk of the town yesterday as he said he's undecided on his future and, quote, hadn't given it much thought.
Okay,
BS.
right.
Unbelievable. The only thing is he is in great shape. He's still good enough to be in the NBA, but can you pay him $30 million to stay on the Lakers? Are you going to do that, or is he going to end up playing with his son somewhere? We'll have to wait and see. And finally, sad deal for the Timberwolves coach, as I don't know if you saw this, but someone ran into him on the sideline while he was coaching, went down, had to be tended to by medical staff, and now sources say he will have knee surgery because of that. So you don't have to play to get hurt. Are you hurt or injured, coach? That's what I'd be doing to him. There's your sports.
Thank you much. All right, this hour's keyword for your shot at $1,000 in cash is green. You have until 9 a.m. this morning to get this keyword in to win the cash Karen money. She's angry. She's got that weird haircut, but hey, $1,000 ain't gonna be too bad.
She's got that
It's
money.
pretty good. The keyword is green. Go to 1059thebrew.com right now. Type that keyword in, and then just keep an eye on your cell phone because we could call you back within a few minutes with the money. So if you see a strange number or a restricted number, just pick it up. You can hang up on them if it's a credit or something.
Right.
It's green to 1059thebrew.com. Good luck. So there's a debate going on online where people are going back and forth about whether or not you should wash your clothes after you buy them from the store before you wear them.
Before you wear them.
Before you wear them.
Mm-hmm.
And this is on Reddit right now, this poll, and it is really close. It is almost split down the middle on how many people feel like you should wash your clothes before you wear them.
It depends on the clothing item.
Yeah,
I
if
think.
it's I can see ladies doing that to a bathing suit
Or like if
something.
it's a pair of underwear or something like that. Like, I don't know if somebody's tried that on before I bought it, you know? So it's
But
like
purse,
that kind of thing. I mean, I guess
But like guys' underwear comes in a pack.
package. But also it's like, I don't know what factory this was made in. Like, I feel like I should throw it in the wash just in case.
Personally never wash my clothes before I buy them. I really try to hold off washing my clothes, my hoodies and my jeans for as long as I can, because I love the way they feel and look when they're brand new.
Right.
I'm with you.
And as soon as you wash a t-shirt, I love black, and so you wash a black shirt,
Starts
they're
fading,
never
like,
as
right
black
away.
as they used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you 100% on this because I don't think that anything holds its luster after a wash.
Yeah.
And you, like, black pants are a perfect example. When you wear a brand new pair of black pants, it's almost like noticeable how black they are.
Mm-hmm.
One wash, and you suck like 9% of the life out of them.
But I also
It's
feel
wild.
like some of that stuff straight off the rack feels a little stiff to me. And
I
I'm
like
like, I
that.
need to just like
I like
toss it in.
And it'll loosen up the more I wear it. Like pretty much
true.
after like a day of jeans.
I'm
stiff jeans will loosen up.
something that it kind of surprises me that you don't wash your clothes first, Tanner, because you have such a strong sense of smell.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes new clothing has like a new clothing smell that for me is kind of like
Smells like success to me.
Yes.
sterile
Within 20
and
minutes, they're gonna
weird.
smell like me. So I usually
Yeah.
don't.
I
don't
like new car scent.
I like the new car, the new clothing smell. Yeah, I never wash them because I really try to hold off on washing my clothes for as long as possible.
Yeah.
But this poll is split down the middle. Do you wash your clothes before you wear them? And if you don't, or should you? I guess.
Because it's all size specific too. Like if I'm in a pinch and we're going out and I need a polo, like a collared short sleeve, and I go to a store. If we're going out tonight or tomorrow night,
that's different. If you
but
need it right away.
But it's about sizing because if I might be able to roll the dice and wash it and see how it is later, if it doesn't need to be now, but if I need to make sure that it's not like a baby size or I'm not floating
Yeah, if
in
you
it,
you want it to fit the way it did when you
then
tried
you
it
have
on.
to
Yeah.
wear it the way you
Yeah.
tried it on, which is pre-wash.
Well, this article says now wearing clothes straight from the store without washing them probably won't kill you, but it can cause some nasty reactions and has the potential to pass along some sicknesses and some ickiness that maybe you'd rather not know about. I do think I know that there are times where I've put on a shirt and I'm sure somebody else has tried it on and didn't fit
When you
'em.
see like deodorant marks, you're like,
Yeah.
"Ew."
Running up the side.
Yeah.
I've done that where you can tell this one looks a little loose. I'm gonna just put this one back and I'm gonna get one on the very back of the rack.
Yeah, you don't want that tattered neck.
Yeah, again, I think it totally depends on what the item is. Like, I'm not going to wash a pair of jeans probably.
Yeah, they
before
say
I wear it.
The
but,
thing about new clothes is that you are very likely not the first person to have tried them on.
right.
Even if you buy them online, they say, and you're definitely not
That's
the first person to
interesting.
have handled them.
The online thing is weird. to
Yeah,
me.
I thought
And
I
think
thought I
it's
got them
gotta-
right out of a box or something. And
Yeah.
It's got to depend on the business too. Like a pair of New Balances that you buy from New Balance, they have no reason to let somebody try them on. If I buy them out of a warehouse,
Unless you purchase it online and
From
they,
the store.
or like they restock returns or something like that.
yeah, that's true.
a professor of dermatology at Columbia University's Medical Center told Today's Show, quote, "I have seen cases of lice that were possibly transmitted
Oh.
from trying on clothes in the store." Oh, God.
But I mean,
They say other
yeah.
other funguses, scabies, clothing, and oh my God.
I think
If you don't have
these are
that-
extreme cases.
If
I
you don't
think.
get
I
a
mean,
new shirt rash once in a while, you haven't
you
succeeded.
haven't lived.
Some
Yeah.
scabs on your neck.
This guy says, in terms of hygiene, washing clothes before you wear them is a very good thing to do.
I suppose.
He's a dermatologist, though. I don't know.
Yeah, I also think like there's chemicals on the clothing, new clothing that you
Yeah, I like that.
put on, and
I
like,
like
you
those
don't want
chemicals.
to get a rash. I don't know.
Yeah, who's in Judgertown? I mean, everyone's a little rashy now and then. Who knows why? Just what is
Rashy,
that?
ashy,
What
who
is
cares?
that?
Let's go to Michael on line 1. Good morning, dude.
Good morning.
Hey, brother, you wash your clothes before you wear them out of the house?
For the first time.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
All right.
What is the determining factor? When do you do it and when do you not?
If it's a new shirt, I do. If it's underwear or pants, I guess I wash them first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never wash the shirts. No, man, no way.
It's as promiscuous as I get is wearing that underwear without a wash.
The only thing I like about the washing of my shirts is that it will tighten them up when they get a little loose. Same thing with the jeans.
Because jeans, day by day, because you wear them a couple of days, they loosen, and so you eventually you do got to throw them in to give them a little squeeze.
Listen to these text messages coming in on our Lazy Boy text line. This one's from 3064. It says, "You guys are savages. I wash all of my new clothes." This one's from 8589 that says, "Yes, I wash all my new clothes. You never know who's put that S on.
Right.
Plus, you have no idea how it was or where it was stored, the chemicals, etc." This one's from 2620. It says, "If you saw how your clothes came off the trucks, you would definitely want to wash them first."
Yeah.
Dude, I never do. I never wash my clothes before I put them on.
Yeah, but you probably don't think about how many people's grubby hands have been all over them.
But there is a line where you don't hyper obsess over these things. Like it's the same thing with like,
Right.
did you not wipe down everything in your hotel room, you lunatic?
Yeah.
You're like, well, no, I didn't, and I was fine.
But I
Beef
mean-
water, what about you?
Dude, I shop at thrift stores. I made peace with germs a long time ago.
So, okay, but that's something else I was going to say. Like, if I buy something from a Goodwill or a secondhand store, of
Washing
course I'm
that.
going to wash it
Yeah.
first. Do you?
That's
beef water?
guaranteed, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
But even just going in there, you're in the dust store.
Okay, so let's say you
True.
get something from Macy's, though. Are you gonna wash it?
Depends on what it is.
So it depends on, like, sometimes they're creased and they don't look, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
true.
Like, sometimes you got to get the,
Why
the
wouldn't you
wrinkles out.
Just fluff it.
Use an iron, yeah.
I just
toss
throw
it in the
dryer.
dryer.
Yeah, dryer.
Okay.
I throw it in the
Okay.
dryer with an ice cube.
What?
All right.
You serious?
Get a little steam it. Yeah.
Does that work?
No, that works. I
Yeah,
just
I've never
yeah,
done
it
that.
throws,
never
puts
done
a little
that either.
steam in your
Have
dryer.
you thrown an ice cube in your dryer before?
I
Tim?
have. I don't normally because mine does it in about 2 minutes.
Well, you
That's
could
why
always.
I thought
mean,
Casey wet his pants, but he just had a little. The ice got stuck on his slacks.
Yeah, no, it's true. It works.
All right, Michael. Thanks, bro. So you always wash your clothes, or he said that.
he says sometimes. Yeah.
All right, dude. Thanks.
Wait, so does that ice cube just like
I would imagine it melts fairly quickly.
It's pretty hot in there.
What? Not at first.
Yeah,
true.
at first it's that it's just like you get your keys in there. or something.
35 bags
That's
and
the
it's silent.
sound of a freshly pressed shirt going on in there.
Or you could just invest in an iron, you guys.
That's
don't
what
got
I
time for
said.
The dryer is
Whatever.
fine.
I don't got. That would go back to the topic from earlier. I would make it worse by trying to iron it. Like that
Okay,
shirt
just
would
burn
look,
a hole in it.
It would look more wrinkly.
It does
I
take
don't
me
think so.
forever to iron. I
I
hate
can't
iron,
figure it out.
but, yeah.
Never pull out the board unless I'm going to a wedding or a funeral.
I have an iron, but I don't have a board, so it's just like I guess I'm
I
gonna
know.
put this on the floor.
For the longest
I don't
time,
know.
I just would use the bed. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
use the
and
bed as a board.
that doesn't help at all.
No.
Your mattress is all squishy,
Yeah.
and you're trying to get the wrinkles out.
You're just putting more wrinkles in it. Is what you're doing. You're just
Exactly.
ironing wrinkles into your shirt. Do you wash your clothes? After you buy them from the store? Do you wash them before you wear them for the first time? More of your texts coming up. 1059 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Beefwater's here with us, and we've got a couple of talkback messages to listen to. In the last segment, we were talking about washing your clothes. Do you wash your clothes before you wear them for the first time?
Mm-hmm.
I never do. I buy them from the store, and I immediately put them on, and I walk out of my house.
Yeah, if I don't have a massive crease on my shoulder, I'm not living.
Yeah. I just, I don't like the way they look after they've been washed. It's just that there's something about that
Yeah, but I mean,
crispness
you're
of
gonna
a new shirt.
wash them after the fact and continue wearing
I know,
them.
but I try to
So
hold
that-
on to that crispness as long as I can.
Yeah, the first cut is the deepest.
You should just buy stuff, wear it, and throw it out and buy new again.
Oh, I wish I had that kind of money.
Oh man, yeah, I knew
Oh
a guy.
my God, do you wish?
Oh man, I
What
knew
a
a guy
waste.
whose dad never wore the same pair of socks, and I said the same thing, and then I thought about it to have that plush new, just
I get it with
cloud
the socks.
New
feeling
jeans every
day,
single day. It'd be kind of nice.
fitting like a glove.
I would feel
and then
so
you just
guilty.
throw them off the
Why?
deck.
You could donate all that stuff. You wouldn't throw.
But like, yeah, not Drew.
I have a big
not
old
Drew.
a denim mountain down there.
Just go and throw them into the
He has his
river.
own landfill, actually, in the
I
backyard.
could donate them, but I like the way they look on the burn pile.
Yeah, I think that'd be. You could
Yeah,
donate
him
the
would
clothes,
be
but-
way more bro.
Anyway, let's check some talkback messages.
You should always wash your clothes before you wear them.
Oh, come on.
There could be residue from the dyes or chemicals, whatever, that was used in the making of the garments. If you want to lock in colors, cold wash with a cup of white vinegar will help set the color.
I do the cold wash.
But always wash them. You could get cooties if you don't.
I never do. I'm covered in cooties.
And you know she knows what's up because she said white.
White.
Anybody that says
White
white,
vinegar.
you know they know their
Hey,
business.
Brew Crew. Dry cleaning your clothes keeps them fresh and new.
That's
a lot longer.
I was just telling them off the air. I've thought about taking my T-shirts to get dry cleaned.
I'm okay. If you dry clean every T-shirt, that's a lot of money.
My nice ones, like the ones I really like, the ones that I don't want to shrink or.
Don't dry them.
Mm-hmm. Well, you
Yeah.
know how we talked about we don't.
But that's
like
what
to-
tightens them up, though. I feel like.
No, that's what shrinks them into Ken doll sized.
Yeah.
What, when you dry
d-
them.
Yeah.
What if you like Ken doll size?
Well, then go for it. If you're into the crop top look,
I like a little
dry
belly
them all
button
you
showing,
want. Yeah.
especially into these summer months. I mean, it's gonna be May.
What beef?
I was just gonna. That's my look these days.
Yeah,
Just,
the crop top.
Just got stuff
Yeah.
hanging out everywhere.
I have yet to see any of you in a crop top, and I would love.
Well, that's just because Casey's his beef belly's getting bigger.
Beef belly.
I save my crop tops for Saturdays.
Okay. Saturdays.
From 7 to midnight.
You know, we said we don't like to iron. Like, I got to do a charity event on Saturday, and I have a shirt that I know is clean, but it's not pressed and perfect.
Yeah.
I'm getting that bad boy dry cleaned
That's
again
fine.
just so
I mean,
it comes out.
In those
way
cases,
it
I
needs to
get
be.
it. Yeah.
And I'd say, listen, it's expensive to get your clothes dry cleaned.
But it's
I don't do
usher,
it, but I've
you know?
thought about it. I've thought about taking my T-shirts in and just having them do it that way. But
If you handed them the pile, that would be a nosebleed of a bill every
yeah.
time.
How much is it for
Because just like 3 garments is like $15 or $13. It's a lot.
$5 a hauler, basically.
I mean, you put every shirt in at $5 a pop. They don't look that good to be doing all that. A T-shirt's fine once it gets loosened up.
Got one more talk back here.
Hey guys, it's One-Eyed Sean. I wash my shirts and pants, but I don't wash my underwear because they come in a bag that say Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah, I don't wash my, like I buy boxer briefs. I don't wash
It's
those. They come in a
hilarious that
pack
the
and I just
reasoning
throw 'em on.
behind that is like, well, it came in a bag. How do you think they got there?
Not just a bag,
They
a bag
were-
that says Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got One-Eyed Sean as a straight-up brief guy. No
Oh, yeah,
boxer
dude,
briefs.
tidy whities
tidy
for sure.
whities all
He's
the
wearing
way.
he is wearing some Ricky Bobbies
Oh, he's
for
got the-
sure.
yeah, he's got the bobbies on.
Yeah.
Tidy whities.
Tidy whities. But this dermatologist says you should wash your clothes before you wear them. Well, it seems a lot of callers are saying that.
I
But
feel like I'm
I
getting
don't.
an itch the more we talk about it.
You're starting to feel the
Shirt's not
rash.
even new.
Your chance to win $1,000 is coming up here after 7 Mary 3. As soon as you hear that cash carrying keyword, make sure you go to 1059thebrew.com to win. We're commercial free. Thanks to our friends at Lazy Boy. It's 105.9 The Brew, Tanner, Drew, and Laura. So we finally found out the name of the $1.2 billion Powerball? $1.3 billion Powerball.
On paper.
On paper. They announced the name yesterday, and the caller who called up and said his name was Michael or Mark or
Matt.
Could
Matt.
not be more wrong.
Yeah, he was so far off. The guy's actual name was Chang.
Yes.
Goes by Charlie, and he's had a pretty rough couple of years. He's been suffering from cancer and been battling cancer. So this money's going to help pay some bills.
Yeah.
Turn his luck around.
And, maybe go for some even better treatment. So congratulations to Chang.
You know what I hear helps
for winning
with
the money.
cancer?
He's going to take home he's going to take home $422 million after taxes.
Well, that's
And
it
then
before
they're
he
splitting
splits
it with
it.
with the person who bought the tickets with him. But
Right.
you know what I hear helps with cancer is the Caribbean. You take a nice
Yeah.
little trip.
Little rest and relaxation.
Blue water.
Not only that, but his bills. Like he can probably negotiate his bills down quite a bit because he's going to
I
say,
can
"Look,
pay in
I'm
full.
going to pay this off right now."
But you're gonna
Meet me in the
take a
middle.
couple thousand off.
What
of
are we
it.
going to do? A couple
And
thousand.
that's what they said they're going to do. They're going to pay medical bills and buy a house. So.
Good for them.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Good for them. It is insane that you get 1.3 billion, and
Whittled all the way down.
it's really 422 million, which is still great.
Just
but it's
tell us that.
It's insane how much they're taking in taxes. It's almost criminal.
You should get a statue, a park named after you. When you're paying that much in tax money,
Yeah.
like you should get some sort of notoriety somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
that
the
just-
Markham Bridge.
Yeah, like dude, you just
The
pay
Beefwater Bridge.
How many residents' taxes does that total up to? Like a lot, right? Like you paid the grand total of a few thousand people, probably.
Like you should never have to do TurboTax again.
Yeah, you should just be cool.
You're like, oh no, I got enough to cover it.
Yeah.
But no.
But leave it up to our listeners to be so off the mark. Not Michael, not Mark, not what was the other name?
Matt. It was
No.
Chang.
Chang.
Really,
right there
really
on the tip of
great
the
guy,
tongue.
hard worker, mid-30s. Yeah, he's definitely the guy who won. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm happy for that guy. I guess.
Me too.
I
And
guess.
you know what? It's
I have
actually
to be because if deep down, if I let the bitterness take over.
Well, I'm glad they followed through on their commitment, right? Like for everyone who's ever been in an office pool, this is a little reassurance that the person won't screw you, maybe,
Yeah,
and
there's-
actually
there's-
will give you your half.
Splitting it 50-50.
It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Good morning.
Good morning, Brew Crew. I just wanted to find out if you guys have already talked about your experience out salsa dancing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm glad you brought it up.
So I kind of talked about it on the Donkey Show yesterday, but
Yeah.
Friday night I want to say I got dragged out salsa dancing, but I
You
ended
went
up,
willingly.
You were giving me hell for it, Laura.
Yeah,
like you
because
gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, because I believe in getting out of your comfort zone and going out and doing stuff that you wouldn't normally do.
And I have been trying to do more things out of my comfort zone, like just do things that I don't normally do.
Cha-cha-cha.
Why not?
I bet there's quite a few, I wouldn't just say good-looking young ladies there, but it's a good chance to meet people.
Yeah, for sure.
There are a lot of people there, yeah. And so one thing that made it okay, for one, the person who got me out there was my trainer. So she was like, you should come salsa dancing with me. And at first I was like, I'm not doing that.
Well, she's already seen you sweaty, so that's a good
she's
check.
seen me.
That's true.
At my worst.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know. And then I mentioned it to Drew and Laura, and they were kind of getting on me about it, like I should do it.
Yeah.
Guilt tripping me. And then some
guilt
other friends
trip.
were doing the same thing. And
Deserve a little guilt trip.
so I finally went out.
Did you guys end up going to Aztec Willie's?
What's it called?
Aztec Willie's over off of Broadway. Is that the place you went to?
No, we went to the one in downtown Tigard.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about,
okay.
though. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but the instructor was really cool. And the great thing is that I was not the only newbie.
Right.
Like there was a lot of people there who had never done it before, and so they were also equally as terrible as I was.
Which makes it more comfortable.
Yeah, but boy, was I bad, you guys.
You weren't hitting your steps?
I mean, I got the steps eventually, and they're not that hard once you get the steps. It's just I'm uncoordinated. And you think I would be a little bit better as I'm a drummer.
And you can
practice
play
makes
multiple
perfect.
instruments.
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
Do you just have to go in cold, or was there like a lesson before you?
So there's a lesson.
Okay.
And that's what we did first. So we did the lesson first, and I thought I was going to be paired with the person I was with my
Right.
friend.
Did they pull you with a stranger?
Dude, I was tripping about that. I didn't ask anything because I thought, well, they're not going to do that. Like
Yeah.
couples go to these things.
Yeah,
They're not
exactly.
going to.
Like my security blanket is you.
First thing they did,
Yeah.
they say, okay, now rotate. And so I started with her, and then she had to move down the line, and so I'm just dancing with strangers at this point.
Yeah.
And so I have to do these things called the
Yeah,
popcorn. The popcorn, and Laura, if you show, I'll show you where to put.
Oh, here we go.
God, I don't want to do this. Okay.
Talk about coordinated.
But we have to get close.
Oh my God, Laura's freaking out.
And I gotta put my hand. I gotta put my hand way up, up on the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have to do
Well,
this.
what's the pop? Well, what's the dance
That's
move?
the popcorn.
And it's just a hold.
And then we have to. And then we have to do these
then
steps.
you move?
Which I'll show you later.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll meet in the hallway for that part. That's part 2.
I stepped on everyone's foot.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I'm sure you weren't
Maybe
the
not
only
everybody.
one.
Because they were stepping on my J's. I was getting pissed.
Yeah. You're like, well, I paid a lot of money for these.
Tanner's just dancing with me. You think this music's good? You should listen to The Who.
It was all.
Oh, that's amazing. Hey, I'll tell you what, though. I've been doing this for 16 years, and I'll be more than happy to give you a few lessons, man.
You know, because I think I'm going to go back because I had a lot of fun, and I kind of got talked into going back. I think
got
this
the
Friday.
itch. You're that
This Friday.
I think so.
He puts the mango in the salsa, baby.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But it was
Soon
so-
he's going to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, no,
He's gonna...
I immediately went out and bought an open shirt.
Yeah,
a silk
good.
shirt with
Yeah.
one button.
Yeah.
3-button maximum.
Yeah.
It starts at the belly
Just
button.
rip the top 3
3-button
off.
maximum.
But I thought I was gonna be really embarrassed, but I ended up learning the steps, and I'm not good, but I can. Once you learn the steps, you can practice
And
to
I'm
be
sure
good.
after
right?
a while it just becomes muscle memory, and then
Yeah.
you can start kind of like branching out and doing new moves.
But
and
I remember
stuff.
something that Drew said last week because I was talking about maybe going and doing it, and he was like, "There's a lot of hip work." And bro, 4 minutes into me doing this, my hips were on fire.
Yeah, that's why they say they don't lie, because they are cooking you
my
up.
hips don't lie; they were crying.
Is it?
They were having a
my hips are
breakdown.
crying, and they're still sore. I can still feel it.
Is it hard to breathe holding that rose in your mouth?
No, I was able
Absolutely.
to breathe just fine.
He's
And
gonna
I-
come in here wearing linen pants, little
I
by
put,
little.
dancing, I mean, like at a wedding is easier, but like in this scenario, it's the same thing as like being in theater. You have to kind of swallow your pride when
And
you
just-
get there and
yeah.
let all that out.
And I
Be
did.
willing to look stupid.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what
Yeah.
I did. I kind of what you just said, Drew, is kind of what the way you feel when you go like to do a play or you have to do
Yeah.
some singing and dancing.
Like
or-
some kids can be like, that's stupid. You have to pretend that person doesn't exist.
yeah, you just have to go for it because if you hold back, that's how you look stupid.
Yeah, and then you're like, da-da-da.
If you go for it, you might dazzle some people.
That's
Who knows?
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
You never know.
And that's exactly what he did. His hips will tell you all about it.
So yeah, man, you've been doing it for 16 years, huh?
Yeah, correct.
And
And,
you can-
I love it. I can't believe I get paid for that.
You get
paid.
Oh,
Hey.
are you like the instructor?
I am, yeah.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna learn from this guy and then just seduce this everyone on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna learn, and then everyone's
Yeah,
gonna.
the thing with the rose in the mouth, that would be the tango. But yeah, we teach every type of ballroom dancing you can do, especially the Latin dances. So people come in just like you and never dance a day in their life, and if you can walk, you can definitely dance.
Oh,
Would
I
it be
like it.
weird, maybe a mouthful of salsa when you do it instead of the rose? It's authentic.
Do you even think someone as uncoordinated as Beefwater could do this?
Yeah, I've got a club foot. You think you can help me out?
Yeah, I mean, we've helped people with 2 left feet. They can go in a perfect circle. So yeah,
That's
you can make
right.
anybody
You can
dance.
drag that thing all over the
my
dance
left foot
floor.
faces backwards.
Where do you instruct? Where are you a Latin teacher at? Latin dancer teacher.
I don't want to say the name of the place.
All right. Well, I was gonna give you a free
Yeah.
plug, but that's fine. That's fine.
It's pretty exclusive, Tanner.
Yeah.
It's called my basement.
Oh.
You're going to love
All right,
it.
but well, thank you so much. You know what? If you could send me an email or something, I'd love to reconvene. Maybe.
Yeah,
I'll get
exactly.
I'll get that silk shirt and rose.
Yeah.
Those tight pants.
Where do you want me to send it to?
Actually, hang on the phone. I'll get your
Yeah, and
information.
start the email with 5, 6, 7, 8.
We're commercial free. Thanks to Lazy Boy on the brew. Portland's Rock Station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. $1,000 would come in super handy right now, man. I know we got paid today, or at least we did.
You know what's...
But the money's gone already. Bills.
Yeah,
and-
you know what sucks about that is that I always do like a little budget rundown before I get paid.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what money goes where.
Mhm.
And it's like... It's gone already. Like,
It's already gone.
I don't. It hasn't even hit my bank account, and I've already spent it.
Already
Like,
gone.
What?
If you're in the same situation that we're in, here's an extra $1,000 for you to put on top of that paycheck you just got.
Yeah.
The keyword is win. So go to the website, 1059thebrew.com. As soon as you get there, Laura, a box is going to pop up, right?
You can't miss it. It's actually annoying. You're gonna have to exit out if you don't type in the keyword.
Yeah.
So just type in the keyword.
So type in the keyword win, and then just keep an eye on your cell phone because we could call you back within a few minutes with the cash.
Yep.
And it's usually like a private number or a restricted number or something like that. If
Yeah.
you see a word number, just pick it up. It could be $1,000. Good luck. Laura, I know you put a poll up online asking people if they wash their clothes before they wear them out of their house. We found today that this dermatologist said you absolutely should wash all your clothes before you wear them out after you buy them.
Yes.
I never do. And then we mentioned that on the air, and the phones lit up.
And everyone's like, what's wrong with you?
Somebody called Drew and I savages because we don't do that.
Yeah. And it's like, should I put my hotel remote in a plastic bag? Yeah. Do I? No.
I will, if I have it available, like sometimes there'll be like disinfectant wipes, and I can rub that over the
the fact
remote.
also that you're kind of a germaphobe too. It's
just for peace of mind.
But
But
then you'll just put on somebody. You'll put on clothes that somebody else has tried on 13 times.
I feel like the germs fall off at Macy's after a while.
The dry skin is falling off on your body.
And I know I'm an ass, and some people are going to think I'm a real jerk for this. I told you guys off the air, but if I try a shirt on and there's a bunch on the rack of the same size that I get, I'll probably put the one that I tried on back, and then I'll get a nice crispy one from the back
I don't
of the
think
row.
that doesn't make you a jerk because I think most people are normal people, and regardless of what shirt they buy, they're going to wash it before they put it on. So
and I know I put on clothes. Like I put on, I went to Nike, the company store recently, and I know I put on something that somebody else had tried on before. I know I did.
Yeah.
And in a place like that where everybody's, scratching for a deal, they're trying it on right there at the rack.
Oh, yeah.
But I still don't wash it. What does the poll say on Instagram, Laura?
So right now the poll, because I put always, never, and depends on what it is. Depends on what it is. Is the one here. 60%, 20% say always, 20% say never.
Okay.
So we're kind of split, but I'm also in the depends category where it's like, well, I'm gonna wash underwear, swimsuits. Well, I guess not swimsuits because you don't. I guess you wash swimsuits.
You should, right? Because they say ladies are supposed to wear undergarments when they put them on, but I bet you not everyone does.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to be leaving a snail trail in somebody else's swimsuits.
That's just baloney on suit.
Yeah.
Well, and a lot of these ladies, they want to see what the actual bikini line's going to look like, so they might not wear that underwear.
Right. So
I
mean,
would wash
it does.
those.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. There are times when I probably will not wash something if it's like a heavier piece of clothing.
You guys should boil those swimsuits.
Yeah, you're probably
Well,
right.
I don't. Drew doesn't, and apparently we're
Definitely
monsters, but whatever.
Us and half the world, baby.
Yeah.
That's true because the poll on Reddit was split. So
right. If you want to cast your vote, follow us on Instagram at 1059thebrew or at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Yes.
Listen to this. There's been times where we've broken up with somebody and they hurt us and we wanted some sort of revenge.
Right.
I
don't get mad, I get even type of thing.
I've always wanted, if the girl craps on me, I always want her to reach out again so I can blow her off.
Crap backs.
Like I so badly want it to happen. It's rare when it happens, but that's usually what I like to do.
You like that ball back in your court? Thanks, but no thanks.
Like, you want to hang out? You must be high.
Yeah.
Just write back LOL.
Do you not remember?
But that's as far as my revenge goes when it comes to exes. Like, I just try to move on, right? Because if you try to get revenge, it makes you look pathetic and
not
sad.
if they don't know it's you.
Okay, all right.
Now I haven't had the knife dug deep into my back, so I don't have like the aggression for it. But I can only imagine if you were truly hurt, you would want that.
Well, I think this guy was truly hurt. This guy was. It's actually a pretty funny way to get back at your ex.
Okay.
This man sends his ex over 50 food orders.
Oh, my goodness.
Wait, did he pay for the food?
I'm not sure. Like, maybe they said that it'll be cash when you get there.
Okay.
It could have been that situation.
A lot of times, mom and pop pizza and stuff,
yeah,
you can do that type of a deal.
But this guy, the scorned lover, apparently sent his ex over 50 food orders. The unknown person selected the cash on delivery option using the app. 50 orders arrived at the same time, apparently, with some 25 delivery drivers waiting for their cash payment. They were just standing out in front, waiting to get paid.
Okay, hot take.
When you're with a bunch of other drivers, though.
Yeah, you not realize you're getting.
You just got hacked.
Yeah, hot take on this. It's funny, but also she's not gonna get stuck with the bill. So you've just wasted all of these people's time, and now they're not getting paid. That's a dick move.
Well, hey, it's payback.
For who, though?
But don't you think you should have slow trickled this?
Maybe.
Doing all of them at once. Yeah, that's raw. But if you go long game. 42 days or so.
You're right. Yeah. Like, not again.
It's the ninth day in the row. Ribs have been delivered to my house.
Oh, but you got the wet baby back ribs again?
Now, some of the orders were returned, but most of the food had to be discarded. I would assume all of it was discarded.
what
Maybe
a
the driver got to eat it. or something.
Maybe chips went back.
But apparently, it is suspected that the ex-boyfriend pulled the prank to get some form of revenge.
You know what? That is totally savage to take that other person's words. But you know what I thought would be the thing that you could get somebody on and on and on, and it's unprotected, and no one should do this. Don't do this. But if they wronged you, why wouldn't you just like walk by in the middle of the night and turn the water off to the house? It's on the street. It's not locked up. Every person has one. Why does no one turn anyone's water off?
It's not a bad
Like
idea.
I had to turn it off the other day. And I'm like, this is a brutal move.
This is a good
too
prank.
easy.
Like,
All right.
I mean, if you really hate your neighbor and you just
Right.
once a month you turn his water off.
If my water gets shut off, I'm calling you.
Yeah, exactly.
immediately.
Be like, Drew. ah.
We need to talk, buddy. Not a coincidence.
It wasn't me, I swear.
Yeah, don't do it, but it seems very convenient with no lock.
Yeah, and I think if you're gonna do a revenge move like this, you got to trickle it out, right? You
Yeah,
can't have them all
slow
show up at
move.
once.
Well,
You
and
gotta-
also make sure there are not innocent bystanders who are getting,
well, it depends on what she
Collateral
did.
damage.
It's collateral
Yeah.
damage. If she cheated, then maybe
There's a-
maybe
why,
they
but
deserve
why do all those people have to pay for her
small
cheating?
price to pay. Small price
But then
to
she
pay.
didn't even end up having to pay for the food. So, like, it's not revenge on her
There was
at
one
all.
time, I remember-
You got to do better, bro. You
I
got to
remem-
do better.
When Drew and I were in Eugene doing the donkey show in Eugene, we were I can't remember the guy's name. We were trashing this radio host across the street. I think his name was Goat.
Yeah, I
No,
think
Did he
you're
go by
right.
Goat?
I think
Good
you're right.
name.
It's a long time ago,
I
but
think
it's really right
It's been
there.
years, but I remember this
Some
guy-
sort of farm animal.
Yeah, some animal, goat or chicken or whatever
Back
it
when
was.
everybody had a silly name.
Yeah.
But we used to make fun of him on the radio all the time. So one time he thought it would be funny to send us a bunch of pizzas from this
Yeah.
pizza place.
Mm-hmm.
What he didn't know is that our company had a great relationship with said pizza company, and so when they showed up asking for their money, they just gave them to us for free. So the guy just sent Drew and I lunch,
Yeah, I got a bunch of
Nice.
free
and we
pizzas.
ate for free one afternoon. So
Yeah.
thanks, Goat.
And I think the goat got circled back on, because he was the guy who did owe them the money.
Yeah, right.
Right, exactly. Right. Yeah.
So, but the pizzas were good though. Really.
Yeah,
Good.
hot Zaz, never going to be turned away.
Tasty.
It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. So the whole revenge thing, my ex-wife decided to hook up with a few of my friends after we split up.
Ooh,
Oh.
nasty.
Sent one of my buddies over to hook up with my ex-mother-in-law.
No way.
She was pissed.
So, wait, so your buddy went enemy at the gates and hooked up with your ex-wife's mom?
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know. Is that bad?
What?
I mean,
but you gotta
it's
think-
weird, but it's like your homie slept with your ex. Like, you got to find new friends.
But if it's
dude.
like your sloppy
what?
buddy
Oh,
that
yeah.
you guys...
Yeah. Those homies be gone. But,
So
All
what?
right.
But what did he do? Like, did he just say like, "Oh, gotcha," and then he bail on the lady after he hooked up with her? Like, what's the?
Oh no! You see, that's the
They're
worst. Where you
married.
like
No,
leave
she
in the
was
middle of the
calling
night or
She was
something.
calling him for some more.
She was what?
She was calling him for some more.
Oh, to get some
she's
more.
like,
He was
hey,
going over there for quite a while.
Because
wow.
he's
But
going
that's
for
gonna-
the
that's gonna-
embarrassment of your mom
Right, and
being...
the daughter's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, like mom's
Yeah.
fast and loose now.
Yeah,
with-
mom's happy and daughter's pissed.
Yeah, that would be awkward though if like it ended up working out.
Yeah.
And now your ex is your
I hope your buddy...
stepdad.
Yeah. How many buddies How many friends of yours hooked up with your ex-wife, bro?
Oh, it was two. And
Just a
yeah.
It was just.
Did you
two.
stop hanging out
Just
with them
two,
too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're definitely not friends no
Yeah,
more.
because that's
Yeah,
sketchy.
exactly.
That's sketchy people.
Definitely stay out of
That's-
those.
But she
yeah,
sounds
foul,
like-
foul play on all parties.
She
Yeah.
sounds like what I think the alien said in Flight of the Navigator, a scuzz bucket.
Yes. Ooh, yeah, I like that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Apple doesn't fall far
All right,
from the
you
tree
guys have-
with
Apparently.
her mom. You should see the
Yeah.
knuckles on that lady.
Right. All right. Thanks, bro. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad.
Oh man.
That's sketchy, man. Scandalous, right?
Scandalous.
So what was her mom's number?
Online at 1059thebrew.com. We've got our Donkey Show podcast. So it's the show after the show, unedited, uncensored, and it can get pretty stupid.
That's right.
So I advise you to check it out before they tell us to stop doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's ruining your guys' I don't know, credibility or.
We never, joke's on you, we never had any credibility.
What are you talking about?
The boss actually, he was talking to him like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he was like, I don't really understand the Donkey Show.
Wait.
That's literally what he said to me.
Really?
And I go, well, we've been doing it for about 4 or 5 years now. So maybe
bro, you don't have to understand it. Like, let's stop.
You just, people listen to it. It gets a lot of hits on the site. Isn't that all you guys care about?
And like, honestly, anytime I tell someone the name of the podcast, their eyes just get big.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's
the only legal donkey show in America.
It's ear catching. And
with a few less tears. That's what we always promise.
Well, sometimes.
I remember when Drew and I started doing this show, we wanted to go with the Donkey Show, right? But the company was so against it.
Yeah, I mean,
I were going to be fast and loose.
Yeah,
why
they were so worried about it.
Well, we had for over a decade a show already called that,
but
so it wasn't
times
like
they are a changing.
well,
we
still have a podcast named that.
Yeah, so we still got it. They
don't monetize that like they should though.
But they were trying. He was like, I don't really understand it. And I go,
what does he not understand?
You're old
about
and you're from Canada. Like you know.
Maybe it's the Canadian thing.
Yeah, like we don't expect you to understand
donkey
it.
shows, is that supposed to be risque? They're still legal up here.
No way. Wrong border, Laura. Wrong border.
Yeah, down. You got to go down for
Okay,
this.
got it.
Southbound highway.
But there you go. So just to let you guys
For now,
know,
we still have one.
Donkey Show is on the ropes.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the boss is like, I just don't get it.
No.
Click on it or it's gone flat out.
Yeah. Do you want us to get fired? You better listen to the Donkey Show
Click
today.
it.
So yeah, that's online. Also, the clip of that lady accosting Chad Kroger. And
don't say accosting. She was nice.
She was funny. She was like, Chad, sing for me.
That tone of voice, you could tell, highly annoying.
And Chad Kroger was so hammered, but he did sing for her. So
yeah, he did.
Before he quickly realized, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah, it is my favorite video of the week. I'm telling you, and it's only Tuesday, and that's saying a lot, but it is by far my favorite video. So go check that out, and much more. 1059thebrew.com. That's where you can, enter the keyword for your shot at $1,000, all that good stuff.
Do all
Bing,
of the
bing,
things.
bong.
Got a couple of talkbacks to listen to.
My first job ever was at a company contracted by Nike that was between Woodburn and Canby and Hubbard, and we made the NFL coaches jackets and windbreakers and things that you see them wear on the sidelines, not cheap stuff. And there was a person whose job was to specifically spot clean them with this spray and this air compressor thing and spot clean all the boogers and loogies and stuff that the sewers would just wipe on there or would pick up off the floor. They were disgusting. You have to wash your stuff.
Oh, it's gnarly.
That was inappropriate.
Boogers?
To my mind.
Boogers, I'd rather not know that, bro. Right? Like, because I don't wash my clothes after I buy them from the store. I just put them on.
Ignorance is bliss, but now ignorant no more.
Yeah, strangers' boogers way worse than my kid. I don't even want it.
Yeah,
it's gnarly.
Yikes.
Hey guys, it's One-Eyed Sean.
Hey,
I'm
buddy.
only half the man that Ricky Bobby is, and I don't run around like I'm on fire because I wear boxer briefs.
Oh.
They are briefs, but they are boxers.
We took him as a skibby guy.
So I'm only half the man that Ricky Bobby is. Have a good rest of your day,
I
guys.
just pictured One-Eyed Sean rocking some Ricky Bobbies.
Yeah, King of the Hill
You know,
stuff.
That's
A
absolutely
helmet
what I
and
thought.
some
too.
tidy whities, and that's it.
Well, surprise, he's come a long way.
We were wrong.
Hold your horses, ladies. He's in the boxer briefs.
All right, that's it for us, y'all.
That's it.
Okay.
Tomorrow, more Rolling Stones tickets.
Worst seats in the house, baby.
Worst seats in the house. That's right, Laura.
Yep.
We could send you to like the front row, but we've done that already.
That's
we,
boring.
We sent
you
to
missed
the,
that.
Yeah, you missed those tickets. But this time, they're tickets to the Rolling Stones, but they're just in the bleeders.
Yeah.
And we are talking about the bleeders.
Closer to the beer gardens up there.
That's right.
True. Yeah.
But you're at least going to be in, and who knows, this could be the last Rolling Stone show you ever see. I mean, both those dudes are 80 years old.
And when you're telling someone 15 years from now that you saw the Rolling Stones, no one asks your seat
where
number.
where you were sitting.
Nobody
Yeah.
asks you
Right,
that.
that's
Nobody
true.
cares.
Yeah, were you there? Chip in a chair. Bing
And at
bong.
Lumen Field, where it's going to be here in 2 weeks, they'll have a massive Jumbotron for you to look at. All that
Huge.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jumbo.
We'll do those tomorrow morning at 7:30. Make sure you're listening to win. Your next chance at $1,000 from the cash Karen, though, is coming up next. As soon as you hear that keyword, you got to go to 1059thebrew.com and enter it in to win. That is right after Bon Jovi. Good luck from the Brew.